Hello, hello, welcome back. It's all me this time. Welcome back. You expecting Joe, but it's me now. It's me. It's Ch1. We are back. We are back with my two friends. Dace.
Yo.
Playing Finnigan. And
Finnigan Elkhart.
Finnigan Elkhart. And Joe. Playing Louis. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Ch1. Good to
Say
be
hi,
here,
Joe.
buddy. Hi, Joe. Wow.
Right? It's so good. It's so good. And unfortunately, we do not have a Brad.
No.
We're missing a Brad again.
Take that on and shove it up your ass, because we're fortunate not to have that shitty motherfucker. Reverberations.
All
You know, that's there was a group chat, and we wanted Brad to come originally, and then just some other stuff came up, and I think we agreed to not shit on him too much, but
minimal.
But some shitting.
Should we just get it out our systems early and time box it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, where does calling him a shit-eating motherfucker fall?
That's like
too much?
That's like a 3.
That's on the upper side. Yeah, you can dial that back. I don't know. No, I think there was just life happenings and miscommunications and general shenanigans. But this is also why we have this. We have this for the emergencies. It would have been great. We had some characters. I had some characters on the backstop for him, but those may be only coming in next time around. But for now, we're gonna have some fun with Reverberations.
Yeah,
the thus far 2-part series out of who knows how many.
Who knows how
long
long we can drag this out by going completely the wrong fucking way and ignoring every breadcrumb that Ch1 drops for us.
No, sir. We're gonna play this the opposite of the regular game. We're gonna be laser focused. We're gonna solve this mystery today.
Well,
we're supposed to play 2 sessions today. We're not even gonna have time.
Yeah,
we're not gonna have time. We're gonna finish it.
Oh, it's just a one shot. It's gonna be a one shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how are you guys feeling? Any thoughts? Did you listen through the last one to refresh your memories?
I did. I listened back.
I listened to
same.
Go ahead.
3/4 of it, and then I fell asleep.
It got a bit slow at the end.
I don't know what that
let's
says
call a
about
spade a spade.
Well, it's like, I imagine you fell asleep with it, and it was playing all night, and now that's all you can think about, because it was just like being just burned into your subconscious during REM sleep.
Can be piecing things together you didn't even know.
What's stuck in my head lately is it's a video of a cat making a really peculiar growl, and then a guy makes a song around the growl. Have y'all seen this? It's like, "Oh, Long Johnson."
Oh, Long Johnson.
I'm not familiar with this. You're going to have to send me a link later.
That song has been stuck in my head for about a month now, and it's fucking hell. I'm living in hell.
I sent that to you. That's my
Well,
bad.
the only way to get a song out of your head is you have to create a situation in which it gets stuck in someone else's head. So if you want to send me that,
I already tried that. I did it to Brad.
Like a King
I
in
tried
Yellow.
to pass on the infection.
Oh man, the problem is Brad already has too many infections. He's
yeah. He's resistant.
Yeah.
Maybe by sharing it on this platform, I will infect the masses and finally be lifted.
God, I hope
curse.
so.
That's how these things work.
Right.
That's a good strategy. We'll put this in I don't know, in Reddit.
That's science. It's fucking science.
Science.
All right, everybody out there, get on YouTube and look up "Oh Long Johnson" for me. Do it for me.
Do it for Days,
please.
He needs some sleep. Oh man.
Good. Good. All right. Well, in the spirit of the first episode, that's the official banter over.
Banter
complete.
Point.
Banter complete.
Go ahead, mark
and that's going to be the Reverberation style. 'Cause we don't fuck around. We've got
laser
clear boundaries.
Laser focus.
Banter is done. Thank you very much.
Get on to the recap.
There'll be
recap by Ch1.
Yeah. Oh, recap. Recap.
Recap.
All right. All right, this is gonna be fun. So we found ourselves. There was a lot that went on. I actually went through it. There's a lot, so I'll try and motor through it. Get the briefest of recaps because it was like 6 months ago that we did this. We found ourselves outside of a nightclub. We found Louis, and we found our good friend Finnigan outside. They met up in a line with a DEA agent they did not know. His name was Davey G.
Mm-hmm.
After offering him some drugs.
A DEA DJ.
A DEA DJ, Davey G.
Yep.
They were tasked with finding the source of reverb, finding out why these people disappeared, and cutting off the source of this reverb. After having a very brief conversation with who they later discovered to be Agent Foil, his namesake as a result of a piece of foil on his table, Louis promised retribution, hellish retribution for the phone being put down on him.
Oh yeah, haven't forgotten.
They went into the club. They got up to shenanigans. They prepared a deadly drink for Davey G. They then narrowly avoided killing Davey G by giving him this, and instead got him kicked out of the club by a bouncer. They discovered some very weird shimmering geometry on the ceiling, which Finnigan paid a little bit too much attention to, which caused him to have a flashback back to Arcadia Junction in Sick Again Control Group. They met two very, very high people. Ella, a dancing tornado of joy and ecstasy, and Damien, a man who you both sincerely touched his life. But in that interaction, and in the interaction subsequent to that, you had some visions. Again, Finnigan, just a little bit too empathetic, too connected through his work. Visions of an Aztec pyramid with waterfalls of blood, describing the ancestors crossing the Great Ice Sheet Divide, and eventually, in exchange for a cab ride, after multiple failed attempts to get hold of this capsule, they traded a cab ride to get a capsule of reverb, but it had no discernible markings on it. The next day, they reached out to the relevant people to try and deconstruct this capsule. This was after maybe the most awkward conversation about the quality of food at the Martinelli Fine Food Corporation, whilst waiting for your Reuben sandwiches.
Exactly.
You got to know each other a little bit more. All right. Agent Foil decided to send you a couple of documents in a document pack, which you picked up from the park. It had some reports from the DEA for the people who went missing, a list of the people that were interviewed, and a list of friends and the locations of those friends and family members who were related to the people who went missing, who seemed to be part of a network, maybe some mid-level people as part of the network trying to distribute this reverb. After this, despite the narrator's attempts to dissuade them, they decided to go visit Damien again. And they again touched his life deeply in ways that they maybe do not even understand to this day.
I believe our parting words were, "You owe us. Okay, bye. We know where you live."
We know where you live. Bye. All right, after which you went to the CDC. You met your good friend Bobby to help him out with the spinny thing, which was the centrifuge, to try and make sense of the sample of reverb. You discovered that it is mostly a weak ecstasy pill with a trace amount of something else that you could not know or you could not find. You, after looking at this, I may have these sequences out of order, but let's just roll with it. These are the facts. These are the facts, people. After that, you decided to recheck the documents bag for any conveniently placed plot devices or hints, and found out that reverb was, in fact, present in the early 2000s, and it did not used to have MDMA in it. After this, Louis' frustration, he lashed out, he kicked the bag for more clues, and a convenient photo fell out along with a report.
Like a clue pinata.
And this is where we left you guys. The clue pinata, I think if you hit this thing any more times, there's probably nothing that's going to come out. But in this particular instance, a report and a photo of one of the rooms of the people who disappeared. The forensic report of the room it said the room was unaccountably wrecked. No tools, no blood, no sign of any harm from this room where the person went missing. So, you guys find yourself, I think you find yourself back at the deli, the Fine Foods Corporation deli from Louis' background past, and you're pretty much, with this information, sitting there, probably ordering another Reuben, deciding what to do next.
Yeah, I feel like Louis probably on his third Reuben. You know,
it's a lot of Reubens
in one sitting. How is his blood pressure?
It's fine.
That's a lot of corned beef.
It's fine. Well, I think that I don't know. At the end of last time, did we want to go investigate? I thought that at the end of one of the last ones that we were like kind of like, okay, let's go investigate the place where one of these people disappeared. I believe we were given a throwaway name, which was David Smith, which sounds like a name.
I know him well.
That one pulls out of their ass, which is why I didn't know whether or not to engage with it. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, does that tickle your fancy?
Yeah. Do we know anything about David Smith?
Just a name on a list.
It's a name on a list.
Okay.
Amongst other names. All the other names also, there was a David Smith, there was a David Jones, there was a David McHanagan, and...
A little curveball there. That's
a lot of
nice.
drug-dealing Davids is what you could discern from this.
Are they all actually David?
No,
okay,
no.
It's a bit.
This is
Right.
flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit.
Okay. Well, like
it's a bit.
Okay, so we have this file. We have this file from the DEA from their investigation. Do we have like any info on this guy? Like, was he a drug dealer? Was he just a drug enjoyer? Like, what was his position really?
DEA report states that these guys just went missing and they were part of an investigation into the network.
Okay.
Kind of mid-level people within the network that just started disappearing.
Okay.
And that's what attracted the program's attention.
And with all of these disappearances, there's nothing was disturbed.
Aside from the entire room and the person missing.
But the manner in which the rooms were all is this thing like, okay, so we see this file, like I imagine Louis like, you know, hey, like look, because we talked about a magic missile being used last time when we were talking about Louis and Finnigan's Dungeons and Dragons game that they were going to run.
We spent so much time on that.
I forgot about that. That's probably where I went to sleep.
It's right there. But like, you know, so we see this bit in here about the room being completely destroyed, but like there being no sign of it being used by tools. I believe they've said it kind of looks like force damage, I think is what Finnigan said.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
So force damage.
Once we see that, Louis wants to know, like, kind of look through the other people who investigated. Was everyone who's went missing, were their rooms fucked in this similar way, or was there something similar to that?
Yeah. All the reports indicate that they disappeared, and the states of the rooms that they were in before was exactly the same, just absolutely wrecked with no real reason or any forensic ability to make out why that happened.
Okay.
Maybe like maybe when you like reach a certain level of highness, you transcend and you like teleport, and it makes like a
yeah, like your classic Dr. Manhattan kind of like.
Yes, exact. You know what I'm talking about.
That's so beautiful. So beautiful. That sounds like such a happy ending to anybody.
I'm sure that's I'm sure it's that nice. I'm positive.
Can I? There is one other thing. I bring it up because it was part of the recap, and it was maybe one of the first things that you received. And use it, don't use it. But you were invited to this party at Studio
Overground.
I cannot remember. Overground. Thank you. At Studio Overground, you'll receive the same flyer, but on the back of your flyers, you received a very cryptic warning that the Ch1 are not to be trusted. They're a corrupted people.
Okay. Yeah.
You are not without clues.
I remember that now. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so here's the thing. Like I said, Louis is not you know, he's a high school dropout. He's but he does have a smartphone. And I'm wondering what would happen if I Googled the Ch1. I'm just curious at what would come up.
I like your thinking.
I don't bet. My money is on Aztec descent.
Well, because
they're related to the.
Well, yeah, because there was that image of the blood waterfall on the temple, and that's very very Aztec-y.
All right, cool. I don't think we rolled a lot last time. May have overdone it with the rolling.
Do I need to roll to do a Google search?
You need to roll a Google. Could you just roll for Google?
Let me pull up my Google skill.
No. Okay, what you find out from your Google search results, there are 3 results. The one is, it says the Ch1 community is embedded in the city's larger Southeast Asian neighborhoods.
Oh, so there is still like an ethnic community in Chicago that reflects these people.
Yep.
Southeast Asian
neighborhoods. I believe the street is on Argyle Street. There's a long strip of shops, Asian restaurants and shops on Argyle Street.
Okay. Wow, that's very specific.
They're spilling onto Broadway, and it features Chinese, Vietnamese, Thai, Laotian, French, Vietnamese, and Cambodian ethnic restaurants and bakeries.
Okay.
What do you think the chances are that whoever wrote this note is just a racist and it has nothing to do with the game?
I don't know. So the funny thing is, this is not in the book. This is just John. So
okay.
Wait till your GM attempts to do some accents. Then we'll really see.
All right.
Lie on this.
Okay. So that's one of 3. So we're in Chicago.
One of 3 results.
We're in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So we actually have a Ch1, like neighborhood. Almost. They're like, it sounds like they're in like Little China area of like, I don't know what Chicago specifically calls. It's like Southeast Asian district or whatever, but like.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Search result number 2. You've got a transcript of Culture Watch, Chicago News at 9.
Culture Watch.
Transcript from the 3rd of December, 2011 at 10 to 10 Eastern Time.
Thank you for that. It's good to know the time.
Very detailed. That's all about the details.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? You guys look into this because, you're curious and you got fingers of fire. What this is a short transcript between Amanda Klein, Culture Watch host, and Cho-Chu Tsao, the Ch1 American Advocacy Alliance. So, you click on this, you read this off, and I'll do a little bit of a. I'm here with Chicago businesswoman Cho-Chu Tsao. Miss Cho is president of Genetic Agricultural Products and founder of the Ch1 American Advocacy Alliance. Miss Cho, I understand you have some issues with Dr. Cole's study. Thanks for having me on the show, Amanda. Let me say at the outset, I'm not here as a business owner. I'm here as a proud Ch1, born and raised in Chicago. Go Bulls! And you're right. But you're putting it too mildly. The fact is, this study by Henrietta Cole is nothing more than racist pseudoscience. Her so-called findings aren't fit for a phrenologist's dream journal. The University of Chicago ought to be ashamed.
Any details about what this study by Henrietta Cole actually is?
Search result number 3.
Okay, there we go.
Amity and norms in the Ch1 diaspora. Henrietta Cole, Department of Anthropology, University of Chicago. It's a lengthy abstract, but I can go through it if you like.
Well, we have a doctor sitting
someone
right here at the table with me. I feel like he's well equipped.
True.
Can you give me the abstract of the abstract?
Give me. It's
and you might get smaller,
even smaller.
Well, if you want, you can do a cold reading, Doctor. How do you feel about that?
A cold reading?
Yeah.
Is it in the journal?
Not going to see it.
Are we getting it dropped in for us?
I can, if you want. Otherwise, I can just stream it and you can read it up.
Okay.
Up to you.
Stream it where computers make me nervous.
On the Discord. Don't stress. It's okay. You'll be fine.
And what is the name of this document or this study again? Amity
and norms in the Ch1 diaspora.
Amity?
Amity.
And that's Ch1, that's TCH.
No, this is CHAU. Sorry, CHAU. Okay. Ch1.
Okay, so this sounds like a study on a specific ethnic group and their practices.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dace, if you join the stream, you should be able to see the document.
Joining.
Or I can
stream.
All right.
Wow, that is a.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big abstract.
If you want, I could go through it. I practiced.
I'm gonna let you take this one.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Abstract. Interviews with members of Ch1. I'm going to go with Ch1. As I said before, disclaimer, the pronunciation's going to change each time. Interviews with members of the tribes in the US and their traditional homelands in Southeast Asia, cross-reference with a review of historical literature, reveal distinctive norms that reoccur across the context of cultures into which the Ch1 assimilate. We study Ch1 traditions that take the values of physical strength and psychological dominance that all societies treasure and embrace them to a hypertropic degree that excludes ideas of fondness or natural affection. There is no way to say I love you in the Ch1 language. The closest analog would be I take pleasure in your deference. The Ch1 struggle to maintain cultural identity necessitated an embrace of taboos such as incest and anthropophagy, which means cannibalism.
Okay.
Tribal hierarchies were established by power display and violence, which extended to interpersonal interactions and shaped emotional rules and semantics. There are no analogues to the concepts of reciprocity and patronage. If I share my food with you during this time of want, you ought to do a favor for me later. In their place exists a network of threats expressed with a richly nuanced vocabulary of abuse. Traditional Ch1 relationships do not include amity, only favorite slaves. Most notably, familial amity emerged as a cultural trait only with the influence of surrounding cultures. By Ch1 tradition, kindness is seen as a perversion. Even the weak currying favor from the strong is an alien concept, since it's presumed that the strong simply take what they want without waiting for it to be offered. Weak Ch1 are abused as a matter of course by the strong, in ever-shifting patterns of allegiance and relative status. At the top are malevolent deities who are owed not reverence or loyalty, but terrified obedience. Finally, we examine ways in which the Ch1 struggle for cultural identity created an imperative to dominate, betray, and manipulate outsiders, an expectation often expressed in keen attention to the weakness of compassion-based cultures.
Wow.
Wow, that's something else.
And that's the last freebies I'm giving you guys.
Okay.
I don't want to sound racist, but these Ch1 sound like real pieces of shit.
they sound like it's like well God, it's like this is the part where it's like Louis and Joe are not like, when I think of like from like a social psychology kind of framework, it's like, well, it's no wonder they had to be absorbed by other tribes. It could never last. Like, and as other tribes got more powerful, it might even have been appropriate for them to be absorbed because of their own ideas. You know, if other tribes are more powerful, then they get to own us. I don't know, but that's interesting. So I imagine Finnigan is trying to explain this to Louis, like in the actual, like there in the deli, like
in the Google search.
Yeah, in the Google search, like, so you're saying that these these Ch1s, these guys, they're all like, you said they don't believe in compassion. It's all.
Yes, that's right. It's like the entire population is devoid of the thing that makes humans human. Emotions, amity. I think it's quite extraordinary.
Yeah, like does that seem? You seem weirdly excited about talking about this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's.
Is it just me? Is it hot in here? A little bit of sweat going on.
It's just, yeah, Finnigan is just really excited about something. This is weird. Well, I mean, I guess this is good to know. Like, but again, like, well, these people. I mean, when did these people exist? Even like, do they exist? Like, are these people still around? Like, if we go down to Argyle Street, you know, and start kicking around, like, are we gonna run into people who like don't get me wrong, like, I mean, hell, I mean, the Martinelli family, I mean, it's kind of, you know, survival of the fittest in there too, like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like,
yeah, I mean, it might be worth a shot. One of the things to take into account is the author of the study might have some biases. We don't know if these accusations are true.
yeah,
might be worth taking a look for ourselves.
Well, the thing is this what is this Henrietta Cole? I mean, we know where she works. She's at the University of Chicago. I mean, we could look her up if need be. You know, maybe if we end up, like, I don't know where this is gonna go. I still think we should go check out this place where David Smith went missing from.
Right.
But like, she might be someone we could circle around to. You know. And even
laser focus.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. He's laser laser, like a laser. But here's the thing too.
Focus.
She's not the only person. So, yeah, she might be an expert from the outside, but we also got this, what's her name? The Cho Sao, you know, who was the lady, the Cho lady on the news report.
It just sounds racist when you say it.
Look, man, I'm doing the best I fucking can. All right. By the way, I'm trying to do a foreign name in an accent that I might not be completely familiar with.
You're doing a great idea. No, you're doing great.
So, but yeah, so I mean, but that, like, we have her name too, and she works down on, and they said she's a businesswoman. I mean, she's probably down on Argyle Street. I bet we could ask around and find her if we need to.
Question. How do we think the choke? Oh shit!
There you go.
I see the problem.
Yeah, not so easy, son of a bitch.
welcome, motherfucker.
How do we think those people?
Okay. Well, I don't know, Finnigan.
Let me rephrase myself.
I'm not the most progressive, you know. Like, but at the same time, like,
how do we think that particular population?
All right.
Relates to the reverb.
Well, that's the thing. Like, we was assigned this whole thing, right? And on the back of this thing, like, we have to, I think there's a connection. I don't even know if Foyle knows the connection. Or not. I mean, hell, maybe he does. Like,
You think maybe they're connected to the network that's pushing the drugs?
I mean, maybe. If they are. Well, actually. Okay, one of the things that you had said last time we played, Sean, you had said that in the background of how Louis got involved in Delta Green, that it was kind of came to light that the things that happened in Louis' past were maybe related to the network, and maybe that's why he's here and motivated to get involved in this. Some of the things did you read the background thing?
I read the last part of it.
Okay. Like this idea of human sacrifice or cannibalism stuff, like, that's very in line with what Louis saw.
Teeth falling out.
Yeah, like, that's very in line with what Louis witnessed. So he's like, I don't know, man, like, you know, I seen some shit, and I mean, this sounds right down these guys' alley, but I mean, surely these fucking people can't still be around, right? You know, like, these, like, cannibals? I mean, like, really? I don't know.
Have you ever played a game called Delta Green?
Oh my god, we're not doing this again. Nope, I'm cutting this shit short.
Okay.
Nope.
Actually,
we can do this
actually,
at the end.
my Reuben's kind of getting congealed. Let's wrap it up and let's go check out David Smith's place. How about that? We'll talk about Delta Green on the way. Okay.
What was that? Okay. I was about to get super, super meta. There's like I listened to a shit ton of live play TTRPGs and one Delta Green campaign. There is a little cultural subsect that still exists. Yeah, oh wait, no, that's not Delta Green. That's a different game entirely. But it's possible.
It's possible. It's possible.
All right.
Okay. All right. So we get
Cool.
there.
So you want to go and
So we pull up on the
David's
street
place.
out to David's place, and as the door opens, it's like, so you're saying, okay, so the sanity is recovered in home scenes, is what you're saying, right? But the home scenes don't sound like they happen very often.
Now, it might seem a little bit boring, but if you play it right, if you're really invested in the character, then you can actually make it pretty entertaining.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, I mean, it sounds fun, but I don't know. It's like it's
you can interact with your bonds. Like, who would your bond be, for instance, if you were a Delta Green character?
Well, I mean, my mom, probably,
Right.
If I had a
relationship with her mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that is rich. It's fantastic.
I don't want to
Right
talk.
up my
I don't
alley.
want to talk to you about this. I don't want to talk to you about my relationship.
all right, you guys walk into the room. There is some police tape across the door. You have. There's nobody there.
Okay.
Liza, folks.
Well done, by the way. I'm not moving on because I wasn't enjoying it. I just feel like we need to move on.
Okay, so is this like
quite good.
like a rundown like apartment building, or just like kind of like a nice apartment building? They were like, or is it like? It's just like where homeless people
No,
squat.
it's not
or
a nice
something like
neighborhood. Yeah, it reminds you a little bit of like Damien's level
Kinda
of housing.
down and out.
Yeah, not great. It's pretty much empty. It's kind of abandoned. The police tape is still up.
Mhm.
You go through. You kind of step over the police tape, and you see that crazy amount of damage. There's no door. The door is just blown open.
Really?
There's like just dust bunnies everywhere and dust and damage everywhere. And the only thing that was keeping people out is this tape over the door. And pretty much exactly as you saw in that other photo and as described in the forensic report, it's just an absolute mess. Totally wrecked. Just furniture in pieces everywhere.
Yeah.
Just looks like somebody went through this place with a bulldozer.
So it doesn't look like there is a central point of origin, like an explosion. No. It's just complete chaos.
No paint, no wood splinters, no metal shards, no blood. Just a fucking
No blood.
demolished area. Nothing.
So it's like,
well, when you say demolished, but nothing's broken, it's just like disorganized, because you said there's no splinters.
Everything's broken, but there's just no.
well, there's no evidence of
fragments.
tools
There's no-
used. That's the splinters. There's no evidence of that there are tools.
Yeah, so
used.
typically, if I don't know if you know much about manufacturing, Dace, but typically when you hit something like a piece of metal, let me just mansplain to the blacksmith how
this works.
No, I can't
All
do more
ears.
than that. When you smash a piece of wood with a hammer, it's going to splinter and fracture. There's absolutely none of this. It's more like they're just bent geometrically. They're broken, but literally there's nothing that indicates they were smashed with anything that you would recognize. There's no real damage that you would understand.
Like
It's just
the ceilings and stuff too.
everything scratched up,
Yeah, I think Louis, like he's.
just cracked, fragmented.
I think Louis walks in and his eyes are drawn up. He's like, "Why in the fuck would you beat the hell out of the ceiling? Like that just doesn't make any sense."
Something a crazy person would do,
I mean,
or a really, really high person.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, Louis wants to do some type of. God, I mean, this really isn't his wheelhouse necessarily, but I think he'd like to do some type of. So these people were involved with the Network, which is a criminal organization, which we know has something to do with, dealing this drug. he actually, I think he wants to look in all the places where you would hide a stash or something like that.
Okay.
And I would like to argue that instead of using a search, that he can use his criminology skill instead, because he has more experience with this. Do you like that, or do you not like that?
I love it.
Okay.
That's good.
You rascal.
You rapscallion.
You rascal. I love your logic.
All right.
I can't say no to that.
All right, I'm gonna make a roll. No modifier.
Go for it.
A fucking fumble. A 66 over 60.
What do you think that looks like?
I think Louis, he's like knocking on the walls, like on the drywall. He's like, there's something here. I know it. And he like punches in like the drywall, and there's nothing there. Like, and he's like, no, it must be the next one. And so he just starts tearing off sections of the wall, yielding like the drywall, yielding no results.
All right. So as he's doing this, he smashes his fist through one part of the drywall, and it goes into the next person's room. And you kind of peer through, and there's a lady with a shriek. So, hey, what are you doing?
FBI, ma'am. Police, crime scene over here.
Get out of David's room.
Who?
David.
Oh, I thought you said Kevin. Your voice was so shrill, it didn't pick up well on the mic.
my son.
Your son?
Get out.
Your son? Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna come around and knock on your door. I hope that's okay.
Put that back.
Here we come. Yep, I'm putting it back. He just like takes a piece of debris and sticks it in the hole.
Louis, are you really sure you want to hear more of that voice? Let's think about this.
It's a little. I don't think I can maintain
I'm
it.
thinking
It's a
that
little
Jean's
shrill.
gonna
That's
have
probably not coming
to
through.
reel it in a bit if he wants to continue to do it. Why-
Sorry, I got excited.
Hey, Finnigan, why don't you take the lead on this? I don't know if I made the best impression.
Well, I'm a people person.
What the hell are you doing here?
Is she like in? Flash the badges.
Where'd you come from?
I'm gonna call the police.
She's in the room.
If you don't tell me now,
Ma'am, we are the police.
Did she-
FBI. We're looking into the disappearance of David Smith. The issue has been elevated to our jurisdiction.
I don't know why. Everything was sorted last time.
Sorted? Like they found him? Sorted?
Well, no, they haven't found him, but he just disappeared. I think he's run off again.
Oh, again. This is a common thing for David?
All the time, but he's never made such a mess before.
Yeah.
Did you happen to hear it when he was making the mess? Did you hear
Oh,
him?
God! It was terrible! It was terrible!
What did it sound like?
It was like a thunderstorm in the room. It's like it's chaotic, and he screamed. I heard him scream, but the weirdest thing is I went in, I said, David, where are you? And he was gone. He was just
You mean
gone.
like a literal thunderstorm, like thunder?
Yeah. No lightning, though.
Fascinating.
So, hey, you know what your name, ma'am? For the record that we're making, because we're police.
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Okay, Gertrude Smith. I assume, Mrs. Smith.
Well, aren't you bald?
Do you just
She
presume
looks
gender?
at you,
Oh, pardon me.
This is 2023.
looks you up and down, say, "Recently, miss,
Oh my.
handsome man, and you?" She starts to saddle up to you.
He holds up his hand.
What's
He's
your
like,
name?
no ring, you know. That's listen,
Oh.
listen, Gertrude. Can I call you Gertrude?
Sure, honey.
Gertrude, listen, I know this might be a sensitive topic, but we have been led to believe that David might have been involved with some unsavory characters.
Oh God, yeah, those boys that he came home and he played PlayStation with them. I'm sure they were playing PlayStation. It couldn't have been that loud otherwise. It was just so
You think
loud.
the
But there's no
thunderstorm?
TV.
You think the thunderstorm?
Where did the TV go?
There-
And where's the hi-fi system? And how did he actually disappear? I just can't make sense of it.
Things are missing.
But everything. It's just broken and missing. Like, what? Where did he go?
Do we see evidence of like a TV that's broken into a bunch of TV-sized pieces?
Nope, just indiscernible destruction.
And I mean, Louis will say to Finnigan, like, I mean, I guess somebody could have walked away with it, but it's kind of weird.
I'm a little bit confused. So we don't see any evidence that there was once a TV there?
Nope.
So
Is it that way for all the electronics?
Yeah. But keep in mind the door was bashed open,
Right.
and it's not a great neighborhood.
Well,
so
but people, I don't know, Finnigan. Like, would people steal broken fucking TV? Would you steal a broken TV or a broken PlayStation?
Is that a redundant question?
No, I guess not.
I'll answer. I mean, I'll answer.
I mean,
No, the answer's no. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't steal a broken TV. It's just a waste
like
of time.
you wouldn't. I mean, hell, you wouldn't download a car, right? You know, so like you wouldn't.
You wouldn't download it.
You wouldn't download a car. Like Gertrude.
all right, keeping in mind this is a fumble. Speaking of wasting your
My
time,
criminology was a fumble. I'll have you know. It's very. Oh, so something bad might happen still. Okay, yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Is there, in all of this chaos, do I see anything that resembles the pattern, the geometrical pattern that I saw back in the dance club?
Nothing like that. No residue, anything like that. No.
I need to make some rolls. What can I roll? I'm just gonna roll a raw search. Not great.
Where are you going? Come back here. I told you not to get in there.
That's rude.
I won't call the cops.
Louis, ma'am, we are the cops. Listen, Gertrude, why don't you?
I will call more.
Listen, actually, I was wondering, like, do you? I mean, I'm really parched. Do you think maybe, you know, you could give a servant, a public servant, a drink of water, you know, real quick?
Give me a plus 20 charisma.
All right, Louis' charisma, not super.
I
you know,
know.
he's got a 40 in charisma, so if he takes a plus 20, he's at 60.
Is this gonna be this campaign's? Can I offer you some
Some
tea?
tea. Success! 39!
Success. All right. She's receptive. She's like, all right, well, I don't have any tea, but I can make us a gin.
You know.
Would your friend like to join?
Oh my! That's maybe a little later. Why don't we go ahead and slip in here? I'm sure he'll join us in a minute. He's got to make some phone calls.
All right, cool. You successfully distract her from what could have been a worse situation. Finnigan.
So Louis is fully in Gertrude's apartment now.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Having
what they're
gin and
getting up to.
tonics.
Gin and
By the way,
tonics.
how old is
Okay.
Gertrude? Are we thinking? Like, is she like 50s, 60s?
Bro, she's
Yeah,
13.
pretty much.
Whoa. Okay, so she's a. Did you say she's a cougar? Are we
She is definitely
she's
a cougar.
territory. Okay.
The son's missing. She's in an emotionally vulnerable situation, although she doesn't seem to display it.
Yeah.
Finnigan, what are you going to look for?
First, I'm gonna roll a search.
Okay, cool.
And then let me see how it goes. Failure, 82
There you
over
go.
40. I don't
You look
see-
around, nothing. Just, not even the rats are in this room. It's kind of weird.
What?
I'm gonna put on my pharmaceutical goggles plus 4 and roll a pharmacy to see if I
Right.
see any residue of
on your,
reverb.
yeah, put on your
Okay.
your special plus 4.
Success. 51 under 71.
All right.
So
all right, all
what is-
right.
You look
And bear in mind, those are pharmaceutical goggles plus 4. You don't just find those anywhere.
Look, I don't know where you're looking or how you're looking through this totally demolished place, but you maybe see some semblance of a medicine cabinet, and you decide to kick it with. You're still wearing the crocodile shoes.
Right.
You kick it with the crocodile shoes, and what pops open is pretty much just empty tablet bottles. But like maybe one or two, like not a lot. That's it.
What prescriptions are they?
Nothing, unmarked. You're pretty sure this is where the reverb. This is where I guess reverb was distributed. Yeah.
But they're intact. They're not destroyed like everything else in the room.
Yeah. Those bottles they're intact.
So this is weird. I actually, Louis, having he's taking it very easy on his gin and tonic that he's drinking with Gertrude, taking it very easy. He's like, real shame about David. You didn't happen to hold any stuff for him, did you? It's like we really want to find him. At the FBI, this is really our bag, and we just are really, really interested in finding him, bringing him home. Give him some help. I think.
Like I don't want him to come home too soon, especially now that I've got company.
Well, yeah. I mean,
don't go and find him just yet.
Not right now.
You could stay for a bit.
Yeah, of course. But it's after I get off, so you can swing back around. I mean, get off duty. Get off duty. Pardon me.
Oh,
it's
a little hot and bothered.
Pardon me, I'm on duty. But
at this point, Louis knocks on the door. Finnigan knocks on the door. Now I'm doing it. Louis, what are you doing in there?
Hold on, my partner. He opens the door, but he doesn't undo the chain. He just opens the door a little bit. He's like, hey, I'm trying to see if this lady has any of David's stuff. I'll be right out.
Would you like some privacy?
Does your friend want to come in?
I mean, she might. I mean, she seems pretty adventurous. I mean, she'd probably like you too.
It's a bit hot in here, isn't it?
Yeah, come in here. I'm actually kind of scared now. I don't know what to do. Older woman, it's intimidating, Like what does she know that I don't know? Here, come in. He undoes the chain and lets you in.
All right.
Well,
Finnigan cracks his knuckles.
You two. So you both sit down on the couch, and she's got a couch, and she kind of sits in between the both of you, and she just puts both of her hands on both of your legs, and gets tries to pull you closer together towards her. She says, "I don't have any of David's things, but he did hang out an awful lot with Sally."
Sally, huh? Any idea where Sally hangs out? We could get a hold of her. You got a phone number, maybe? We'd love to talk to Sally.
She used to just come through. I didn't ever meet her. He didn't bring anybody over to say hi. He was mixed up.
Yeah, mixed up kid. That's why we want to help him. Want to help find him, bring him home.
But not too soon.
Right, Finnigan?
Right. Wink.
Okay, Sally. Do you know where David used to hang out? Any particular place?
He used to go to the used to kind of hang out in the Southeast Asian neighborhoods here and there.
Around Argyle Street, would you say?
He was on all the streets.
All the streets, but that's oddly specific of you to say this.
Every street.
Yeah. Okay, he's a streets guy.
She's at this point. She's
getting kind of
no
drunk.
Longer really. Yeah, she's a little drunk.
All right. Well, listen. Actually, let me step out. I'm gonna make a phone call. I'll be right back. And Louis is gonna walk out into the hallway, leave Finnigan here, but then is going to send Finnigan a text message that says, "Get the fuck out."
Oh, let him go.
Finnigan, without breaking eye contact with Gertrude, gets up silently, backs out the door, slams it.
And Louis is like, how'd you manage to get out?
Oh, use my human intelligence. It's a 70,
Jesus. All right. Well, shit, man.
Okay.
So let's get in the car and leave before she comes outside. And he tries to so we burn rubber out of there.
Skirt. That's a good
call.
Get
down the street.
What did we learn? Did that tell us anything aside from the fact that he was associated with the Ch1?
I don't know, man.
And
Like
Sally.
what you said, like the TV and shit's
got a
gone.
name.
That's weird. And Sally, like we have this name, Sally. I mean, it's not a hell of a name, but yeah, we know
Yeah, it's a shit name.
Do you think it's made up?
it might be a made up.
I dare you.
Name.
Tell me if it's made up, Joe.
I don't know. Like the thing with the electronics, man. That's weird. You know, like I don't know, but we know that he was down, you know, in the Southeast Asian district. You know, I think, I don't know, I kind of feel like I should be on next stop. Like maybe we go straight to this Argyle Street, you know, and go get some. You want some noodles? Hungry?
Oh, I could go for a bowl of noodles.
Yeah.
What exactly are we going to be looking for when we go to this Argyle Street?
I mean, shit, we just go around and start asking for Sally. I don't know if that's going to be any fucking good.
Maybe we try to find some reverb on Argyle Street?
Man, maybe not a bad idea. Hit some of the sketchy alleys. I don't know, man, but I keep going back to this thing, and maybe Louis, like in the glove compartment is like the studio underground or studio overground flyer with the Ch1s are corrupted people and they cannot be trusted. He reaches past you, like maybe your guys are out at a red light. He reaches past you and like puts it on the dash and taps on it. He's like, listen, like we don't get a lot of help. Like we're kind of out here running solo, but they thought it was important enough to warn us about these fucking people. I don't know what that means. Like, and honestly, like it's kind of got my radars up, you know? Like I'm kind of spooked because they're spooked, you know?
Sketchy business, for sure.
Yeah. Oh no, you want to grab some noodles?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Can't think of a better plan.
All right.
Okay.
When in doubt, noodle it out.
So
that's what little Annie always says.
Little Annie. That's a weird name. That's and so then I imagine Finnigan explains the relationship with Little Annie, or just starts divulging all of the stuff that you guys have talked about that's supposed to be confidential.
Everything that's
and just
totally confidential.
starts spilling it to
all his deepest fears and hopes. And
man,
dreams.
I wouldn't have thought that a guy like that would have gotten beaten up so much as a kid. Like, man,
Yeah, it's quite tragic. He's bullied incessantly.
yeah. You're doing that thing again where you look excited. That's
There's a disturbing light in his eyes.
We're heading
You guys
to Argyle Street.
make your way over to Argyle Street. Just also a friendly reminder: make sure to check your boxes for failures
yes.
when you fail. Okay, you head over to Argyle Street. It is kind of as described. There's a very, very abundant Southeast Asian kind of influence in this area. There's a whole lot of places. It's busy. It's very, very busy, and it's not super diverse in that it's mostly Southeast Asian people. But there are a couple of people, tourists, clearly,
Right.
of the area coming out.
People who come
going.
down here just to get lunch and stuff like that.
Right.
What
Right.
time of day is it by this
But
point?
it seems like it's a melting pot. Sorry?
What time of day is it by this point? Are we like
It's about 1-ish.
okay? All right.
So, yeah.
Like Louis will say to Finney, he's like, you know, he says, I'm gonna be frank with you, man. Traditionally, Montanelli crews don't come down to this part of town. It's kind of you know, the triad. You know, they kind of run shop around here.
Like enemy territory.
Yeah, you know, I'm from New York, but it's you know, the same thing here. You know, it's like there's just a different element. So I don't know. We kind of stand out like sore fucking thumbs. You know what I'm saying?
Right, we need some shoe polish.
What? No. Finny, like, look, I don't, I don't draw a hard line many places, man. But that's gonna be one of them right now.
Yeah, it's probably not a great idea. All right, scratch that.
Okay, so again, like, can Louis roll like an alertness, like we like as we're kind of like looking for a place to actually probably get lunch. Like as we're walking past some sketchy streets or some alleyways and stuff, I just want to see if I can identify anything that looks like a criminal element, like hovering around, groups of large men who are having hushed conversations in alleyways or anything like that, or even like maybe like, I don't know, like there's like a lot of old movies where there's like, there'll be like an illegal underground like poker game like in the back room of a restaurant, and there's like a kind of like a bouncer at the door who doesn't really belong in the restaurant.
I get you.
Kind of thing. Like he's just got his got his radar up. He's just kind of trying to soak it all in.
Cool. Hit me with an alertness.
Okay, let's see. Alertness. My alertness is pretty good. 31 under 64.
All right.
Success.
It's pretty wholesome. This part of the neighborhood, it looks pretty wholesome. There's no weird kind of criminal. You would know. Louis would know, but he doesn't see any of that. No signs of that. It's very wholesome. What you do notice is that you have a bit of exposure to different cultural groups through your work. Not through your own interests, but through the necessity of your work.
Right.
And you can see that you do recognize a whole lot of like Chinese and Vietnamese shops and some of the lettering and everything on the shops. But there are some that you just don't really recognize that seem a little bit like they're kind of combinations of the others, or maybe that's just your own ignorance, but there's some that appear to be slightly out of sorts. And it looks like one is a grocery shop, a restaurant, and a tea shop. They're kind of clustered together along a short little strip of shops. It's super busy, but they kind of seem to draw your eye in that they don't really blend in with the rest of the cultural mixing pot, which is a hard thing in a mixing pot.
That's strange.
Well, and like Louis will he's like, hey, check this out, and it's like he's showing you his phone, like he's showing you something on his phone. But he's actually like whispering or kind of talking to you. He's like, hey, yeah, so I just don't know who's watching us right now, but this place across the street, right across from us, don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it. It's like he's like, this place kind of stands out, like it doesn't. It's like one of these things ain't like the others. You know what I'm saying? This, I'm wondering if this might be.
I've got to admit, I'm a bit conflicted because part of me wants to find the best bowl of noodles in this entire street. And one would think you would have to go to the place that's most authentic. But if we go to this place that stands out, doesn't really blend in, it's not going to be quite as authentic. Might not have good noodles. But the investigative side of me thinks we should investigate.
Well, listen. Okay.
Laser focus.
Okay, laser focus.
That's the theme here.
Listen,
laser
Finnigan's
focus.
stomach
Just
rumbles.
no fucking.
Okay. Listen. let me make a deal with you, Finnigan. Let's go in here, try the noodles, scope out the place while we're there, and if they're not what you want, we'll come back tomorrow. Okay? I promise you, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll find a more authentic place. We'll give it another go. Okay? I promise you. Okay? Swear to God.
All right, fine. Delta Green.
Delta Green.
Whatever. Let's go to the fucking Walmart of noodle shops.
Okay.
But it is like you
So
said,
you
it's
go to the
like
restaurant.
a grocery or restaurant and a tea shop, kind of like all jammed into one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adjacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll roll in there like some tourist. You know, it's like, and I feel like almost like because we like can have like a touristy feel because we obviously don't belong here organically, it kind of almost gives us carte blanche to like kind of ogle around at everything.
All right. So you head on into the restaurant.
Does it have
you
like
are
an English?
greeted by-
Does it have an English name at all, or like
No.
a small? Okay, it's just all.
No, you're in the middle of just no. You're greeted by what looks like a pretty biggish, kind of friendly, really, really happy face. Says, hello, welcome.
Hey, how's it going? You got
Table.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for two.
Okay, sit down.
Sure.
We're not dating.
Yeah,
We're
we're
not
not.
together.
We're not together.
Oh,
We're just friends.
no judge.
You
No judge.
Well, yeah,
Right.
it's fine.
Yes. Okay.
And Louis, like as we're going to the table,
brings you-
Louis like, "What are you doing?" Like,
So already, you kind of sit down at the table. The man brings you a candle. It's the middle of the afternoon, but he brings you a candle, some nice flowers. After that comment,
he turns the lights down low a little bit. Like,
welcome. Yes. Would you like some tea snacks, and maybe some pork bon zao?
Yes, I'll have a tea snack.
what was that last thing
Tea snack?
you said?
A pork bon zao.
Could you tell me what that is? I'm sorry, I'm not from around here. It's
You know the pig?
yes,
Pork.
pork. Yeah.
Bon zao.
What's bonzao? Yeah, just bring some.
Say with me. Say pork. Pork.
Pork.
Bon.
Bon.
Zao.
Zao.
Bon. Sao.
Oh, yeah,
Bon.
I
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I bring you both very handsome men. You both very handsome men. I look after you.
I don't,
And he goes off.
I don't. Finnegan, I don't know what's happening. Like I'm kind of scared. Like,
Why is everybody in this town so horny?
what is going on? I don't know. I don't even know what we just fucking ordered. Like,
All right. He comes back with some tea, some snacks, and some stir-fried vegetables. And it seems that it's got like a thick, creamy sauce with a hot, peppery aftertaste. That's kind of that's what this dish is. You guys sit down. You appreciate it.
like there's no
He
menu.
comes up
He's
to
just
you.
like, how about I bring you this? And he just brings it.
He brings you, yes, and
good.
it's a bit. He comes up to you and says, very good delicacy. Chow delicacy, very good. Enjoy."
Chow chow. Like, I'm sorry. Or like,
And he goes away.
he goes around and it's like
Oh, yes.
chow. You cho. Is that the same thing? I might be mispronouncing it.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm mispronouncing it.
Yes.
He's just so nice about it. Yes.
Yes.
Very bad.
Pork bon zao. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Pardon me. I apologize. No disrespect.
No. Very good. How are you? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from New York.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
What you do?
I'm in logistics.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Your friend?
What are importer exporter? So you're a Ch1.
Yes.
This is a Ch1 establishment.
Yes. Do you not see sign?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read Ch1.
Oh, it's okay. You're white. It's okay.
Yeah.
Finnegan leans over to Louis and he's like, "Mate, what the fuck are we doing?"
Hey, listen. I was actually. Hey, man. I was actually wondering. I've got a buddy of mine.
More friend, bring.
Yeah.
Bring friends.
And that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yes.
Is that
And
my buddy his
starts bringing up another chair.
no, not right now. My buddy, I can't find him. I'm looking for him. His name's David.
Oh,
His
no.
name's David. His mother is Gertrude is super worried, very distraught.
Who's David to you?
David,
Who?
he's a good friend. We go back a long way.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
I
he also white
yeah,
like you.
me.
Uh,
Do we have a picture of him actually? Like, do we have that in his file?
No.
Okay. I should have grabbed a picture of him from Gertrude's house.
You were too busy laying down the Mac to think
Too
straight.
busy with the Riz.
Lord.
But it's like, oh, man.
Oh no. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. No.
Yeah. Man.
We get lots of people, but
Okay.
what's your name? I need to ask name.
My name?
Oh, what's your name? He
I.
gets out a pad and paper.
Oh, you're
What's
gonna
your
write
name?
it down. Okay.
Yes, your name. I need to keep track so that if people get lost, I can find
Right.
them.
Can we do a humint on
For
this
you.
guy? Like, this is seeming kind of weird.
Sure.
Majorly
Go ahead.
suspicious.
I'm gonna do my humint. Success 2 under 41.
Roaring success around. This guy is genuine.
Okay.
He's genuinely interested. He seems very inquisitive, super friendly.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, his girlfriend Sally,
He's-
she was asking, she wants to know where he is too, and so we're just trying.
no, Sally.
Okay.
No, just Ch1, and we make good pork bonzao.
Okay,
Pork
yeah.
bonzao all day.
Okay.
Anytime you come back, get pork
Anytime.
bonzao.
I'll let you guys open.
But what's your name? You say name?
My name
No-
is
no name?
Ricky. I am.
Oh,
I'm
Ricky.
Yep.
And friend?
Boris.
Oh, look at accent. Oh, Boris. Very good. Is a little Australian. Boris.
Finnigan does not like this guy.
Listen, well, it's like I feel like Louis wants to get outside, or he wants to talk to Finny. He's like, I don't know, can we well, listen, we just want to finish up our pork here.
Yes, enjoy.
Yes,
You tell me you need anything. You have more question
Anything.
about Ch1.
Oh,
tell
would you answer questions about your people, your culture here?
Oh, it depends on question. People not so friendly
Oh, no?
to Ch1, but
No, have there been
No.
problems?
If you see the news, news very bad.
I saw that that you're talking about this Henrietta Cole figure.
Oh, bitch! Yes.
Yeah. Fuck her, right?
Yeah.
Some really nasty stuff. But
So racist.
but you're saying the Chochos, you're saying they're not like that. It's not like that, right?
no.
Very different. You seem
No.
so nice. What is your name, by the way?
I am nice.
Jean, as you...
Ch1. Ch1. Say with me. Ch1.
Shay Tui.
Tweet.
Yes.
Okay.
Shay Tweet. What do you think about the?
Chey. Thuy.
What do you think about
I'm
the
doing my best,
allegations
okay?
that the Ch1 are cannibalistic?
Oh no. His mood sours. You can see on his face. He's terrible. No. No.
Mhm.
You're telling
No.
me if I eat this pork right here, it's not going to taste like human? And I know what human tastes like.
No. Boris, funny guy. No. He's
Louis
pork
does
bonzao.
cast a
Fucking
bit of a
hilarious.
concerned glance down to his plate. Just,
And Finnegan
As
will
far as
eat
you can
the
tell,
pork.
it's not human.
Okay.
It's pork.
He would know.
But would you be able to tell the difference?
well, listen, Shay Tui, we really appreciate, man.
Ricky, my friend.
Yeah, Ricky, that's me, Ricky. No other names I go by. You're just so nice, man. We would love to actually come back here. Maybe make it our regular spot. Any other good, choo-choo, kind of good places around here?
Chow
Chow.
chow.
You're right, Chow Chow.
Yes.
Any other good
Yes.
places around here?
Very. Tea shop, very
Tea
good.
shop.
Very nice art.
But is that
inside,
it? Is it just
yes.
these 3 little stores right here?
Yeah, very small.
small.
Very small.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
Do you own the tea shop too, or is there somebody else over there?
No. Tea shop, no. Tea shop is Tranfang Yap.
Could you run that one by me again, just a little slower?
Tran Fang Yap.
Okay.
TranVanGiap.
Okay.
Very nice tea. Oh,
And then
very good
and
tea.
Chochu Sao,
let me tell you about tea.
tell me, please.
He then tells you about the tea.
Okay. All right, so there's okay. Well, listen, we're just gonna finish up here, and we'll be right up to the register to pay. Okay.
Oh, very nice. Good,
Very
yes.
good.
No more talk about rapey, no, and no.
About what?
No more murder.
Oh,
No more cannibal.
About rape?
No more cannibal rape.
I
murder.
don't remember
no,
mentioning
okay?
rapey.
I don't think
You say.
rape ever came
You
up.
say. Is this cannibal? And I say no.
That's right.
Well,
Pork buns. Oh.
cannibalism is not the same as rape, and if you think cannibalism
No
is
more.
rape,
No more Henrietta Cole. No more.
Okay.
Okay.
You're right.
We make friends.
No more.
We
yeah,
be friends.
Yeah. Fuck
Okay.
Cole. Fuck Cole.
Yeah, fuck Cole. Go Bulls.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna finish our food alone.
Okay.
You go back over there.
You pay later.
And,
Okay.
We will talk amongst ourselves.
Okay. You call me. You need anything.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
we most certainly want.
You got it, Ch1.
Well, that was productive.
All right.
I don't know, man. It's like it actually kind of was like these people hate this fucking woman, and not only that, I don't know. There's this like this might be it. Like this might be the concentration right here. These 3 restaurants. Listen, Finnigan, you know I kind of specialize in maybe not necessarily always the quietest infiltration, but I know how to case a joint. Okay.
You don't say.
And I'm saying that, you know, obviously what we're seeing here, I mean, this is the front door, right? And I got these rules, right, for the way I do business. And rule number 1 is don't use the front door. So right now we're in the front door. This is not where the business is really at. We need to scope this place out. This pork, which I'm 99% sure is not human, is very good. We have a lot of reason to come back here. I don't know. It's I think we scope the place out and we see if anything interesting goes in and out. Be the way forward. That's what I'm thinking.
Right. What exactly are we looking for? Evidence of drugs or just anything out of place?
That's the thing. I think we'll know it when we'll see it. You know, it's like, you know, this is a restaurant. You know, they start getting. You know, they start. Here's the thing. This is a restaurant, right? And this is something with the Martinellis. You know, one of the things we got to be real careful with. You know, because it's all kind of under the guise of the Martinelli Fine Foods. You got to be real careful. You have a restaurant. Restaurant gets a lot of stuff in, but doesn't send a lot of stuff out. We can just get an eyeball on the back doors on the deliveries. Everything should be going out. Almost nothing should be coming in. What I'm saying.
Right. A classic stakeout situation.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got that backwards. Everything should be coming in. There should be nothing coming out. Yeah, let's just stake the place out. See who comes, who goes. You know.
How do you think we can sort of blend in?
I do not. No, we're not going back to the shoe polish thing. We're not gonna blend in. That's not gonna happen. That's the thing, man. I don't think we're gonna blend in. Like, I think it's just we need to. I don't know. Might be a good use of a skill set. You know, if one were to apply a skill set.
It's pretty busy outside. So the street's pretty busy. It's a very active area. You could probably blend in, just get lost in the crowds.
What about around back? Can we assume that we just pay this bill and don't interact as little as possible with what's his name and get the fuck out of there?
His name is Ch1, man. Come on, get on board.
he comes up to you and says, everything good.
Yeah, that's great, man. Listen, we'll leave you a big fat tip right there. We're gonna hit the bricks.
Very kind. Very kind. Go for tea. Go for tea. Go see Tran Van Gyap. Yes. Go tea. Very good tea.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe
nice
we should
man.
Actually.
Nice man.
Maybe we'll go next door.
No cannibals.
No cannibals within sight. Yep. That's the more you say it, the more I believe it. So, Yep.
Finnigan is certain beyond a shadow of a doubt that they just ate human meat.
So yeah, thank you very much,
All right, you guys finish up?
And we are walking out the door. Bye. We take a
Very good.
take a mint and out the door.
And I will take one standard purchase from you. No, I'm kidding. Okay, you head out. No issues. It's a busy street. You're back in the midst of it. And yeah, you've got those two other places that are noticeably, I think you're pretty sure at this point that they're part of the Ch1 or the Ch1.
A tea shop and a grocery.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hit up the tea shop. Just take a look around.
Okay.
We don't have to talk to nobody.
Okay.
Let's go in, do the tourist thing.
Okay.
Look at the stuff.
All right.
So
you're gonna go in and you're trying to like keep a low profile and just
look around. Just look around. And I would like again to do like an alertness check just to get a feel if there's anything that seems odd or that stands out.
Go ahead. Go for it.
I'll do
It's a 13 under 64 success for alertness.
Okay. So yeah, Ch1 was right. It's a beautiful shop. It's absolutely stunning, actually. It's meticulously put together. On one of the walls, there's a giant painting, and it's actually quite stunning. It's a painting of a flower, and it's got in this painting of the flower, there's this backdrop of what looks like some kind of a very, very dark skin, midnight black kind of skin creature with an elephant trunk kind of face, almost like the some of the Indian kind of influenced gods, holding this what looks like a very, very dark, deep hue of midnight black flower in its hands.
Huh.
And that stands out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, Finnigan, check this out.
Seems like a peculiar-looking flower. Any idea what god that is?
This seems like a perfect place for an occult roll, actually. Like the place. Now, Louis has a 10 in occult.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Big spend.
Yes, I don't know if that's gonna buff out. We'll see. Maybe get lucky. No, that's a 40.
Finnigan also has a 10. And
let's give Finnigan a plus 20. Okay.
Nah,
still no
failure.
It still would have failed.
Mark your failure, though.
I just thought of his experiences. Yeah. All right. So you can't really make out anything. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You do recognize the flower, though. It looks like it's a lotus. It looks like a deep, deep black lotus.
Black lotus.
Interesting. Well, I don't know, man. This is I don't know what to think about this. Is the shopkeeper there? Like, I know Finnigan is loath to interact again.
Yeah. She's just eyeing you, making sure, just pretty much respectfully keeping her distance.
Okay. Make sure we don't steal anything.
Nods to you. Yeah. She does see you staring at the photo, though, at the painting, and that prompts her.
So, like again, like kind of like a Southeast Asian kind of woman, older, younger, like.
Older.
So if Louis like looks over at her and they lock eyes, he's like, pardon me, are you a Tren fan Jap? I'm sorry if I got that wrong.
Tren fan Jap. Yes.
Yes. We were.
It's lovely to meet you.
Next door with our man Ch1. Great guy.
He's a sweetheart, isn't he?
He's a bit much though, right? Like he's just a bit.
He is sometimes. He is, but we love him.
Much.
It's a small neighborhood.
Yeah.
Did you have the pork bon tao?
Yep, and the more people who ask me about it, the better I feel
That's
about
very good.
imbibing in it. Now that you mention it, it's the more it comes up.
Would you like some tea?
You know what?
I don't think he makes very good tea.
I'm full to bursting.
Why does that fry sound so familiar?
What?
It comes
Would
up
you
a
like
lot,
some
apparently.
tea?
Oh yeah, it comes up a lot.
Are you? So you're just looking around then? You obviously aren't from here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, me and my buddy here. Just beautiful.
Where are you
this
from?
painting, New York. This painting, is.
Are you together?
Just,
In a way.
you know, we're trying to figure that out. To be honest, like I'm starting again. I keep getting asked this question, and the more I keep getting asked the question, the more I'm asking the question. You know.
She kind of leans in. She like touches your shoulder, says, "You're a very cute couple."
What's going on?
Okay, cool. Listen, this painting, this picture here, like this is something else. Like,
Beautiful,
it is
beautiful.
yeah, absolutely. What is there? You know, like I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to intrude. You know, I know I'm coming in here.
No.
Like you know, we're outsiders.
No.
This figure here, this elephant.
Yes.
Guy, like who's that? Is that something specific?
This is Shoku Ran. Have you heard of him? Shuko Ran. He's a god in our culture, but I'm afraid I can't tell you much more than that. And I just know I inherited this from my grandfather, and it meant a lot to him. And this was something that was treasured. And I believe the lotus has a deep, deep symbolism for him. That's the Brahma Kamal. It's something like the Brahma Kamal lotus, but it's not quite that. Very rare, very sacred.
A real thing.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Do you have one?
No. It's why do you ask?
Well, I thought you might make tea out of it.
Oh, Lord, no. That's very dangerous. You wouldn't do that.
Dangerous. Oh, is it
Dangerous how?
it's toxic?
In a way, yes.
Well, how... If I wanted to go about getting my hands on some, what do you think I'd look?
Go ahead and give me a bit of a charisma roll.
As you do that, Louis has a...
She looks at you like her interest is now, her friendliness is starting to dissolve with all the questions.
Just raw charisma?
Yeah.
As you say that, Louis has a sudden memory about the reverb tablet.
Success.
The reverb tablet, which is white and black, or white and red, and has a black line in the middle of it.
Okay. All right.
We're thinking the same thing.
She looks at you. She is It's obvious that she's starting to get, the bounds of her friendliness is starting to dissolve. She trusts you and says, "Yeah, it's a ceremonial flower. It's very important to my people, and it's been misused. It's been misused. It's a little bit touchy. I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's a little bit touchy, and it's been misused. And you definitely would not want to make tea with that. Not in this setting.
Oh yeah, kind of like
No.
like the way that like peyote was very sacred, to like
Exactly.
the Indians.
Yes.
And then like it was kind of misused by hippies and stuff. They just kind of go crazy with it, make drugs out of it, make money off it.
Could. That's a real risk. Yes. Yeah.
But nothing like that's happened.
You have to respect it. You have to respect that flower.
Okay.
Bad things happen when you disrespect that flower.
How bad?
It should be taken in a very insanity, obviously.
Insanity.
Yes.
Like, I mean, it's not like it makes people explode or nothing, though. Right?
Christ.
Right?
What?
No way.
Not like Ch1's pork bun sour, am I right?
Well, she's got the
I
jokes.
got you. She's got the jokes.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but don't you wait 15 minutes from now.
Can't wait for that. Yep.
15 minutes.
No, nothing like that. It's
Seems awfully fast.
it's ceremonial. It needs to be treated with respect. It is incredibly sacred, and it must not be taken. She's a little bit apprehensive. You want to press her? Then we'll...
God, is there some way that I can use psychotherapy to manipulate her?
Do it. That's exactly right.
I imagine this is Louis really sitting back and watching Finnigan's expertise really come to the forefront.
It's going to work. He's pretty well suited for this. Super
this
charismatic.
This is not what Louis does. This is cool to watch for him.
No. Success.
That's
7
a
under
success.
60.
All right. Okay. You've tapped into her friendliness. She is an open faucet of information at this point for you. And
all of her vulnerabilities are open, and Finnigan's mind just expands, and he starts poking and prodding with ethereal tentacles at her insecurities and weaknesses and hopes and desires, and he's in. He's like a hacker for people. The human brain.
So she tells you, look, it's incredibly sacred. This is a dangerous thing. Do not trifle with these things. The people that do these things are what you would call shaman. And they do it in places of deep flatness. Very, very flatness. And there's this particular there's a meditation that takes place that needs to be respected when you do this. And if you do not, insanity. You do risk insanity. And we've seen this. We've seen some people. There's some people on the streets that are using this stuff for the wrong reason. And I can't say more than that. Bad, very bad things happen to them.
Something of a spiritualist myself. If I wanted to find a shaman.
Oh, I don't think they exist anymore.
Okay. So the guidance to use this stuff doesn't even exist.
Don't trifle. Don't trifle with this. In fact, I wouldn't look into it too much more. And, I have my duties to tend to. So,
we'll find out.
If you don't mind, please enjoy the painting and make yourself...
Oh, we can take it.
No, you may not. But you may go. You may take your leave.
Yeah.
I said
How dare
good day.
you?
I said good day.
And she walks away.
I said good day. All right.
And something about how she said very, very bad things. Bad
feels like a
things
threat.
happen to people that trifle. It's something deeper lies beneath here. And that's probably a good place to wrap this first part up.
Yeah. I imagine like we get out to the street. Louis is like lighting a cigarette with his head down. He's like, that was a fucking threat if I've ever had one. Like as he's like lighting the cigarette with his head down.
Yeah, something strange.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
I think we ain't done with this fucking tea shop's what I think.
Oh, yeah, this is the joint we should case.
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys sit there pondering, smoking a cigarette. Does Finnigan smoke?
Sometimes.
All right. Well, he doesn't get offered, so he doesn't push. But they both sit there on the street pondering deeply what these things mean. The Black Lotus, very rare, should not be trifled with. Vaguely veiled threats. But I think you guys have done a good job so far.
Yeah.
I think you made some.
I feel like we made some progress.
How's the intrigue out of 10?
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 intrigue.
It's Delta Green is just so weird. It just feels at every campaign. It just feels like you're stumbling around blindly. like a drunken toddler.
But then it's like you
just running and.
But then you stumble and your face falls directly into the mystery, like all at once, and you drown in it.
Yep.
Like that's it's like, oh, I found it. It's all right here.
And it's not pleasant. Yeah. Well, at the moment, Louis already starts to feel his stomach grumbling a little bit from that pork bon tao. But yeah, that's what we call it. Guys, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun.
It was good.
I hope
Well, listen, everybody listening, everybody watching, thanks again. In the description, in the info attached to wherever you're watching, hit us up on our Reddit kind of HQ, on Twitter. We do a lot of announcements there. And we were really glad that you guys could come along for the ride. I think we've got another one of these locked and loaded. Ready to go?
I'm ready. I'm ready if you guys are. After the break.
Absolutely. Hey, if you guys like what you're listening, you like what you're hearing, you want to get it a week early, head on to the Patreon. It's down there linked. We really appreciate it. Only $3 a month helps us afford to run this stuff. So yeah, but thank you very much. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah,
thanks,
John.
Sean. Thanks, guys. Guys, I've got good news. I practiced. I studied the saying, and I think I got it. I won't fuck it up this time.
You've got the actual outro this time?
I think I will. I might have the outro.
Hey, take it away.
Let's hear it.
It's not that hard. Arguably, it's very catchy, and I don't know why my brain didn't latch onto it last time. But as always, everybody, stay safe and stay sane.
Bye.